Yo, good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Market Report. I am Army Piper. These are VIX bubbles today. We got a little bit of downside and upside. We talked yesterday about the price. I thought that yesterday when we had a pump in the morning, I said, look, guys, I think we're actually going to get a slowdown. It's going to pull back this afternoon and going into Friday, and that's exactly what happened there. Just another lucky guess, I guess. Watching it right now, we do have a little bit of a mixed market. No real economic data coming in today. You can see that the stock market is opening up in the red right there above my head. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell 2K, all in the red. VIX in the green, moving back up. And you know, anything above 20 is a danger zone for me on what's happening with price action. So yeah, let's break it all down. Let's talk about it and get into, is ETH dead? Guys, we got a couple of articles on that, and we're going to break it all down for you. Plus, we got a poll. Would you finance your DoorDash delivery on food? True story. It's a thing now, guys. So let's get this all going. You know what time it is. Class is in session. Let's go. Hello, everyone, and good morning. Welcome. Hope you guys either got your coffee or, got your nightcap wherever you are in the world. I appreciate you all joining me here. But yeah, it's another day. It's Friday, so I'll take that. I'm alone by myself again today. Hopefully, Alex O is able to get into it today. He tried to get in yesterday. The link would not let him in. I don't know why. Maybe I don't like Canadians, and I don't. If that's the case, I got to stop using the software because I love my Canucks. So a little bit of coffee there. And then I'm making a mess. Making a mess on the coffee, making a mess on the charts. All right. Coffee cleaned up. Problem diverted. Let's go over and check out the chat. See who all's in here in the chat with us today. Let's go to the top. Rsan246 was first today, guys. He was in here quick. He said good morning, like right after I said good morning, alumni. Trade Intuition in here. He said he's watching from his phone, not truly awake yet. Good morning, Trade Intuition. T.I. Joe in the house. Alexander G, the mod queen's in here with us. Appreciate that. Always, always, always. We got Harp in here. Kyle Fields. Ninja Glock, Rowan Brave in here with us. Uncle Jesse, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? Line of sight on crypto, Los on crypto, right there with this J Quick Smoker, Mike Play. Yeah, I think Hack Trades. Welcome, Hack Trades. He said Merry Christmas. Yeah, well, it feels like Christmas with some of these prices, don't it? But we there is possibility we could see lower lows. I'm just saying. Let's see who else we got here. We got Al Jr. in the house with us. We got Buck in here, the DGen himself. Much love to you, Buck. Indie Rock Crypto. What's up, IRC? How you doing, man? Tamale. And I think the Dusty Hunt rounds out the top here. The DoorDash with the credit card, get points. Pay with fold card, earn BTC. There you go. That works too. Looks like we're getting a push coming in here, coming in from the Otter gang. So we appreciate that always. Let's see if Alex O is able to get in. I'm going to go check out and see if he's messaged me or not yet. Does not look like it. Okay. I sent him a link. It's a new link base, so we'll see if he's able to drop in on us. Hopefully get him up here in a little bit. While he is working on that, I'm going to go ahead and bring up the news, and we'll get down into this news. Oh, Crypto Chef, what's up, bro? Wix Wi-Fi 89, 2Dub in the house. Let me go see what you guys have said so far about this poll. Would you finance? 19% have said yes, that you would finance your food. Is that because you feel you have to? FOMO Sapien, what's up? Otter Gang in the house, rolling in. Is that because you have to, or because why not? Why not finance it? Buy now, pay later on some food. It's getting that bad, guys. Seriously, I'm going to show you guys this first before we get into the news. Let's go jump over here. You can see here, DoorDash is now allowing customers to finance their food delivery orders. This comes as U.S. credit card debt. I want to get that full in here. There we go. There we go. This comes as U.S. credit card debt hits a record $1.2 trillion and plus $2 trillion of excess savings have been depleted. Are we in a consumer debt bubble? DoorDash partners with Klarna to offer U.S. customers even more convenience with flexible payments. So you can pay in full using Klarna, pay in 4 equal interest-free installments, or pay later, effectively taking on debt for food. Everything is being financed. How did we end up here? This is just the tip of the iceberg. In 2024, consumers spent a record $75.1 billion using buy now, pay later services. In 2023, a whopping 19.9% of consumers in the U.S. used these services, per the Philadelphia Fed. They are effectively fighting inflation by adding debt on the back end. Sounds like the model of the U.S. government to me. I'm just saying. What else we got here? Quarter four 2024 total U.S. household debt jumped $93 billion to a record $18.04 trillion per the New York Fed. Household debt has risen by $3.9 trillion over the last 5 years. It's the biggest increase we've seen in credit card debt, which hit $1.21 trillion, an all-time high. So as rates remain high, consumers are beginning to fall behind on payments. The share of active credit card accounts making just the minimum payment, only paying the minimum, rose to 10.8% in quarter three 2024. It's the highest since 2012. Credit card delinquency of 30 days or more jumped 3.5% to a 10-year high. In fact, 11% of the U.S. credit card debt was delinquent 90 days or more in quarter three. Alex O. Crypto, bro. What's up, man? I appreciate you sending the whole otter freaking brigade over here, dude. Appreciate you, man. I do have that link open, so let me know if you're able to get in. I'm not sure. Watching here, and I haven't seen you chat in. So you're probably getting a refill of coffee, kissing the wife, and all that good stuff. Not a problem, man. Not a problem. I'm all about the wife and the family. So I had to choose no, but misclicked. Okay. What's it say that someone would do that rather than to go get it themselves? Jim Cramer, that says that a lot of people are lazy. And they want to finance their food. So think about it. If you have 0%, right, for equal payments, you have more money to trade. I'm just going to put that out there. So, not financial advice at all. Personal debt exploded under Biden. Yeah, it's the worst that we've ever seen, man, on personal debt side. So when you pay the minimum, you end up paying like 3 times more. So it sometimes more than that, Kyle Fields. If you pay only your minimum payment, what he's saying is if you pay your minimum payment, you'll end up paying like 3 times more. Yeah, I think it's actually higher than that now because of the average, because remember, Fed rate plus risk, right, for a credit card. So credit card rates can be quite a bit higher. So, I mean, you think about it on a 30-year fixed mortgage rate. Yeah, you've got your where you're paying more at the beginning in interest than later on than you are in your principal on a home at the beginning, and then later on it balances out. But you end up paying double just on a good interest rate on a home. So easily just paying the minimum payment, I think you could end up paying 4 or 5 times as much sometimes, depending on the interest rate you have for your credit card. So. But yeah, in fact, 11%, 90%, 90 plus days delinquent, the highest amount since 2011. Not even the peak delinquency rate during 2020 lockdowns broke above 10%. We're way worse now than what we were in the 2020 the vid days. It's also spreading beyond credit card debt. New 90-day plus delinquencies for auto loans is up by approximately 3%, highest of 15 years. Serious delinquency rates for auto loans are currently rising at their fastest pace since 2008. You guys might remember what happened in 2008. That was a thing back then. The Great Recession, I believe they called it. So, yeah, that's higher now than it was then. And then since 2020, consumers have resorted to debt as a strategy to fight rising prices. From 2021 to 2023, wage growth lagged inflation. While that trend has flipped, we continue to see the effects of rising prices on consumer sentiment and affordability. So, anything else in here that was interesting on this post? If not, we will get into the other news. Sorry about guys, my sinuses, if I sound nasally today, my sinuses are tore up from all of the sandstorms that we've had here in good old El Paso, Texas. So, yeah, let's go and get in here. Looking at total market cap right now. Let's give this a refresh, make sure it is up to date. There we go. $2.741 trillion is the current total market cap of all crypto. Looking at the trend line, we're coming in at 3.6. Undervaluation, 23.94% currently is our undervaluation of the total crypto market space. Bitcoin back down in that wristband 4. It's at 49%. Was yesterday at 50. So we are getting a little bit of a pullback there. Let's check out the dominance on Bitcoin. With stables, it's at 60.41%. Without stables, 65.84%. we're starting to see a closing of this gap here between with stables and without stables, which means some of the dominance that is pulling away is not going in the stable coins so much. It's starting to go into some altcoins. So we are seeing that. Yep, allergy season there in California too. I'm in Lubbock, and the haboobs have been horrible. Yeah, they are, man. If you guys don't know what a haboob is, it's a sandstorm, and it is absolutely disastrous what it's doing over here right now. We're getting some horrible, horrible wind. I might be able to show you a picture. I think I got a picture here. Let me check. I think I dropped one in the chat somewhere in the Piper Academy Discord. Let me look and see. Maybe I didn't. I'll have to pull it up another way for you guys. I'll do that in a bit. But yeah, the horrible sandstorms here. It looks like Mars. No joke. Let's go over and check out the Fear and Greed Index right now. See what that's looking like for us. Fear and Greed Index is coming in currently at... Select that, please. Go down there. We're at 31. We're in fear still, according to the Into the Cryptoverse Fear and Greed Index. Looking at the crypto bubbles here on the daily, we are in red. Hourly, though, we are starting to get a little bit of green coming in here, coming back up. Looking at Bitcoin, it's below the $84,000 mark. It's about 83.5 right now, up about, down about 2.8% on the daily here. Ethereum, can't even get above that 2,000. Every time it does, it's been getting rejected, and that's the reason that, for that thumbnail. We're going to talk about that today. Ethereum's at $1,940, down 2.5% right now. XRP losing its number 3 spot. It slid down, sold off 5.7% in the past day at $2.36. My short is looking pretty good there. I'm up like 40 some odd percent on my XRP short right now. BNB looking decent, 1.1%. Matter of fact, Crux of Crypto is putting out a video on Binance. He's going to be talking about BNB in general. It's going to be on Alpha Bros. But one of the things he's talking about is Binance US and its push to get back into the United States. One of the things that I found interesting on that is that they're still not eligible to be used in Texas. So a lot of states, quite a few states, you cannot use Binance US, even though they have just gotten their federal licensing approval again. So I don't know. Let me know in the chat, guys. Put a 1 if you guys would switch over and use Binance.us over versus Coinbase, or if you like Coinbase better, put a 2 in the chat. I'm just curious what everyone else's thoughts are, but me personally, I would like to see BNB US come in. Competition creates benefits for the people, the consumers. So Solana down 3.5% here today at 126. Cardano down 4.6. Doge 4.2. Tron's up. Leo's up. Leo's back up to number 11, guys. This token has just been crushing it. Chainlink's down 4.8% at 1393. Toncoin down 2.3. Any big movers here? There, HBAR's down 4.7. Avalanche moving up a little bit, moved up to number 16, down 2.5%, but moving up on that market cap. And then rounding out the top 20, starting with Polkadot. Wow, Sui is down 8.6 today. Good Lord, we'll have to take a look at that chart. All right, looking at the U.S. Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ, Russell 2K, down about, let me get a refresh there. I want to make sure I give you guys clean new numbers. Yeah, a lot of people say Coinbase. Yeah, I understand. I like my Coinbase one, but I would like to see some competition for it coming to the marketplace. Dow Jones is down 1.07%, S&P down 0.85%, NASDAQ down 0.72%, and Russell 2K down a full percent. VIX is at 20.52, up 3.64 today in that high volatility zone above 20. Nothing today on the Fed calendar, guys. We got 2 Fed speakers today. That's it. Let's put it on 1 just to make sure that there's not a low impact thing coming in. Yeah, nope, nada. So looking at next week, guys, next week we're going to have the big ones here. Let's see. S&P composite PMI flash. Meh, it's decently big, not as big as what some of the other stuff. New home sales coming out next week on Tuesday. Wednesday, we're going to get durable goods orders. That's a pretty big one. Look at that. That is expected to be down quite a bit from 3.1 for durable goods. If you guys don't know what durable goods are, that is going to be your things like your washers and dryers, refrigerators, things that are expected to last 3 years or more when you buy it, right? So that's coming in. That is way down right now. GDP growth rate. GDP growth rate quarter over quarter is coming in And so it's at 3.1%. Consensus is that it will be down 2.3. So contracting from its previous quarter, but not necessarily in the negative, right? Just a slowdown. So this is a slowdown of growth, not a reversal of growth. By the way, GDP growth rate, according to, I think it's Atlanta Fed now, they actually think that this quarter over quarter is going to come in negative, and it's like 1.6 to 2.3% negative. So if we come in with a negative GDP, holy cannoli, that's not going to be good for anybody. Initial jobless claims, that's a weekly thing coming in next Thursday. GDP price index, yep, good. And then trade balance, pending home sales is expected to be up a little bit next week, and then pending home sales year over year down. It was already down. So, and then we'll close out the week on Friday with the Fed's number one metric that they look at for rate hikes, rate cuts, all that good stuff. Guys, that is going to be the PCE, core PCE coming in on Friday morning. This will come in live while Alex is doing his show. So we will have to see. Alex Crypto. Let me go check and see if he's messaged me, if he had a problem getting in. I do not know. Nope, nothing yet. Okay, cool. That is what I got there for the economic calendar for next week, guys. We're going to be watching all of that data. What else do we have here on my bookmarks? On X marks the spot. Oh yeah, hey, you guys think crypto's bad? You could be holding Nike stock. You could hold Nike stock. Nike falls to its lowest level since March 2020 on worries over slower consumer spending. Look at Nike hard in a single freaking chart session. Went from 82 down to 66. So that was quite the dump there on Nike. Yeah, we'll talk about this before we get into the chart, guys. Yesterday, well, a couple days ago, we told you about this big zone up here. We said, watch this area. It's going to get cleaned out. It's like $1 billion in liquidity sitting down here in this lower level. So do not be surprised now that this liquidity has been cleaned up that we go down to clean out the other liquidity, and price continues to drop over the weekend. Be very careful. XRP, we'll talk about that in a bit. We'll talk about Ethereum in a bit. I think we're good on all of that. Let's go back over to the chat cam and let's do a little reset and see how everyone is doing in here. Maybe a Band-Aid. What's up, bro? I'm looking at your sus. That's what I'm doing. Maybe a Band-Aid in the house with us. Appreciate you being here. Jay Violet, our Australian mod in the house. FOMO Sapien. He's still hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. Did I miss anybody? Oh, Retromite Tech, RMT. Coinbase is already publicly traded and tried and true. Been a client since 2014. They have competition with Gemini, Kraken, and Crypto.com. Yeah, Crypto.com, that's true. Binance US was always mediocre in their market options. Okay. Yep. I do not deny anything in that statement at all. That is all solid. I trust my Coinbase, man. I've been using them for a long time. I have it locked down appropriately. I know that they won't call me. So yeah, I like Coinbase, but I would like to see Binance, because there's a lot of things that Binance US has that you can't get on Coinbase. And so, I mean, obviously some of it's not there for a reason, but there's other things that you can get quicker on Binance at a much lower market cap. So I don't know that I would ever stop using Coinbase completely at all. Let's see here. Lunar Beaches Crypto, LBC is in the house with us. Appreciate you being here, bro. Any comments of note? Coinbase has never treated me wrong. Crypto Chef. Yep, I agree. I did have one incident. You guys may not know this. Story time with Army Piper. Here we go. Brought to you by Buck Buchanan, my dude. So yeah, I had Coinbase, and they said, "Hey, look, you can't send any crypto, and you can't receive any crypto, but you can buy and sell inside of Coinbase, and you can remove your money to your bank account." So I was like, wait a minute, this is my on-ramp to all of my exchanges that I trade on and this and that. And so I got very mad at Coinbase. I tried to talk with them as a Coinbase One member, and they were telling me, you need to verify and validate this, verify and validate that, do this, click this link, all this other stuff after I contacted them, man. I was very irritated with them. Fast forward about 1 week later, and the DOJ brought charges against CZ and Binance for money laundering, sending money into sanctioned countries and all kinds of stuff, right? And I was like, maybe Coinbase knew that this was about to happen with Binance and that the DOJ was digging in to see all these out of country exchanges and so on and so forth. And they did that to not let me become another statistic or at least something for the magnifying glass to go down on. So, yeah. So my anger quickly resided once a little bit of common sense and logic said, look, they probably locked it all down because they knew the DOJ was doing this with Binance and they did not want a whole slew of transactions like that on Coinbase for the DOJ to come and start looking at them. So, yeah, so quickly, like right after that, everything was lifted. I was able to move stuff again. So I rescinded my anger at Coinbase. So they are pretty decent. So all right, let's go and check out the chart. Let's get into Bitcoin right now, guys, and see how that's looking on the charts. Let's go. Bitcoin right now, we are sitting just beneath the 200-day simple moving average. This is the orange line coming in right here. Orange as in the stuff that you add to your coffee if you're OC guy. We do have the dynamic reactor and quantum reactor continuing to put pressure on the downside for that price action, but giving us a little bit of support right here is the 0.618. This is going to be our golden pocket of the fibs. I use the 0.618 to the 0.66. Yes, I know that the 0.66 is not a fib level. It's a GAN level, but that's okay. You know why? Because it respects the 0.66 a lot in comparison to the 0.65. So I think a lot of that reason is because people know that 0.65, which would be a little bit shorter than this, is a fib level. And so they set their stop losses just past that. And guess what that usually comes in to be? About the 0.66. So I like to use this GAN level tied in with the fibs to create my golden pocket. And that is where we're getting our support bounce right now. But remember, a lot of resistance right here with this quantum reactor, dynamic reactor, and the 200-day simple moving average. We can see here on the oscillator, we did get the VWAP oversold or overbought, I should say. Excuse me, my bad. And we did get the overbought indication, power bar weighing, downtrend, true 7 fired, money flow started coming back down, oscillator ribbon coming down. We are at the zero line. So if we are going to get a bounce, this is typically a spot we see that at. You can go back here and look historically. A lot of times we will bounce on this thing before we go down through it. Right there, we did it too. So a lot of times the zero line on here will play as a level to be aware of. Get rid of the bush marks. So yeah, we are coming down on that right now. So if we do get a bounce here, it would be, a nice move up. But remember, we got to get through this resistance. And then right here is where I would probably call the top on that little quick move. That would be coming in on our value area low, the fixed range volume profile, and that 50% fib there. So come back over here. You'll see where that is at. That is your value area low coming on that volume node. Right now, we have one sitting right here at 84,279 also, and that is our current alignment with the 200-day simple moving average. So let's go look at the higher time frames, look at the weekly here, and we'll see how the oscillators are looking over here. Because we called this downside move all the way over here when we started firing red on the MACD histogram. We are starting to get some flattening out here on the RSI prime. This is a RSI turned into candlesticks on a heat map with Heikenhashi candles. Love this thing. And right now it's giving us a little flattening motion. If we go back and look, once we start to get flat, that typically gives us, hey, look, we're ready for some upside move. Getting flat right now, but we need to let this weekly candle close and then give us another weekly candle here that stays in that range and not go any lower. This thing can go much, much lower, guys. So don't think that just because we're green and down here at the near that 30 that we're done here on the RSI prime. Volume is still low. Money coming down on the weekly. It's not looking very strong on the other oscillators as of yet. We are getting a little bit of a flip here on the bullish the signal line. This is a bearish signal line starting to get a little curvature. We got to get that curve before it does the flip to the upside. So seeing that happen, if we just continue in this range sideways here for a while, that would be okay with me to let us get that way. Yeah, I think that's it on Bitcoin. Let's go and take a look at some of these articles, and we'll talk about what we're seeing here on XRP and Ethereum right now. So Yeah, let's go over here and take a look. Let's do a quick reset first. I want to check out the chat, see if I missed anything, because I'm all by myself in here. I'm not sure if I'm missing anything at all. So, Harp, what's up? FOMO Sapien talking in here a lot. I love it. You guys are just blowing up the chat. Crypto Princess, welcome, Your Highness. Crypto Caveman's in here with us. I'm getting sleepy, fam. Good night, everyone. Good night, Jay Violet. Much love to you. Go get some sleep over there in Aussie land. Oh, I got a super chat. $2 from Trade Intuition. 5 alarms set to watch Piper Academy. Good morning, everyone. Bro, good morning to you. Appreciate that super chat, bro. You are the man. Tamale, did I miss anything from them? Nope. Tequila. I got some really good tequila, man. I got some really good tequila. Matter of fact, I'm bringing a bottle of it to the Bitcoin conference for me and the team to partake on. A really nice bottle. So I like Coinbase, but not a fan of the Coinbase wallet, though. I agree, chicken. I agree. I cannot argue with that. All right, cool. I think I got through all the chats. Glad I caught that super chat. Appreciate you, Trade Intuition. Let's go talk about XRP's price. Man, my eyes are itchy today. Sinuses. I hate sinuses. Nope, that would be TradeFly's chart. That's where we want to go. TradeFly's not even here. Let's go check out XRP. I got to show you guys this. When actually looking at the article, I just want to show you timelines. It's no wonder that no one can decide if they're bullish or bearish because they're listening to this content creator or this indicator or reading this headline, right? This is March 20th. Okay, March 20th at 3:58 p.m. That's why it says 1558 military time, 3:58 for you civilian types. XRP price set to explode. Wild predictions after Ripple's SEC win, March 20th. Let's go over here and look at March 21st. Critical warning for Ripple investors: is XRP poised to drop 50%? Guys, crypto potato. These are the same news outlet. Day one, XRP's price is going to explode to the moon. Let's go. The next day, poised to drop 50% to the ground through the hole. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing when I look at headlines. It's whiplash. It is info whiplash back and forth. And so I just wanted to show that it's crazy how much back and forth you can get. OG legend C90 for the win. What's up? He said, good morning, Joe. Bingo, bango. That's right. Drop the bingo bangos in the chat, people. Let's go. Let's go check out this article from Ethereum. Ethereum's price action paints one of its worst charts ever. What comes next for Ethereum? Let's go see what they're saying about it. Ethereum, the second largest digital asset, has been lagging behind other major crypto assets, raising questions about its short-term prospects. While these coins have achieved new all-time highs in the ongoing cycle, ETH has been on a downtrend after revisiting the $4,000 level. A crypto analyst considers the current action as one of the worst since the asset entered the market. Wowza. Worst Ethereum chart in years emerges. I'm telling you, and I'm sure Retro Mike Tech will agree with me on this. Ethereum's problem all happened when they decided to go proof of stake. That's my opinion. Retro Mike Tech, let me know what you think in the chat, bro. The bearish state of the market has been reflected significantly in Ethereum price action in the past several weeks. Seasoned crypto analyst and Trader Mags revealed that ETH is at a pivotal moment as it grapples with severe negative performance. Coffee break brought to you by Legendary Aviation Coffee. Delving into ETH's action in the ongoing bull market cycle. Mags highlighted that the altcoin has one of the worst charts of all time. Yep, we said that. Each failed attempt to get back up to its higher highs has led to a deeper retracement as seen in the chart. On the last rejection, the price broke down much lower than the mid-range in addition to trading below the upward sloping trend line. And what he's talking about is right here. Upward sloping slim line down below it now. And so he's calling for either $1,060 back in line with all this. We'll look at all this in a second. That was cycle bottom. Or that it has to get a rally up and reclaim $2,527, which then comes up for possibly a fourth rejection point at that 39.73 level. So it's going to be interesting to see. As a result, the market expert has identified two potential paths, which we just showed you guys. Breakout opportunity has emerged for ETH while ETH eyes further decrease. Key developments hint at growing momentum for an upsurge. Technical expert John Carter, has spotted a descending channel formation on the Ethereum chart in the 2-hour time frame. And so you can see that nice little downward trend. Maybe give us a breakout. We'll look at both of those here in just a second on the chart. And then we get another article right behind it. Ethereum price could crash 25% as on-chain metrics disappoint. I see you over there, Banner. Let's get you off there. Can I get that off there? I guess I cannot. All right, fine. I guess I just deal with the banner at the bottom. Ethereum peaked at 4105 in December, was trading at 1970 on March 20th. Layer 2 networks on Ethereum like Coinbase's Base, Arbitrum, Optimism have drawn more users to their ecosystem because of their lower fees. For example, DeFi Llama's data shows that DEX Ethereum protocols handled over $9.8 billion. Ethereum is also seeing intensified competition for layer 1 networks like Solana and BNB Chain. So has weak on-chain metrics. More data shows that the number of active addresses on Ethereum has declined in the past few months. The chart below from Sentiment shows that Ethereum had 461,000 active addresses on Wednesday, down from the 717,000 that I had earlier this year. Let's go take a look at that chart, and let's go see what it's looking like there. Nope, that is we don't need you, Windows. Thank you. Let me go check that Discord. I think I may have gotten a message. It's from Buck. SEC confirms. Oh, got breaking news here from Buck. Buck dropping me some news in the chat. Let me bring it up here. Come on, Buck. What are you giving me? Copy link. Let's go over here and take a look. Buck's giving me all the news. It's fit to be news. I appreciate you, bro. The SEC confirms that Bitcoin and proof of work mining are not considered security. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Absolutely. Yeah, I saw this. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, this decision provides a long awaited clarity for miners, which means that, guess what? Ethereum tried to be green. And go from proof of work to proof of stake. And then lost all of their true validity as a blockchain for a lot of people, because proof of work is better, in my opinion, a lot of people's opinion. And then what do? They turn around and say, hey, if you're a proof of work asset, you are not considered a security, which means Ethereum went green. They went woke and gone broke. There you go. So appreciate you, Bucko, sending that to me, man. That's what it's all about. One team, one fight. Let's go. All right, let's go check out this Ethereum chart now and see how that is looking for us, guys. It's not looking good. I'll be honest. I think that Ethereum is going to hit $1,200 this cycle. I called this like several weeks ago. I was like, look, I do think the ETH is going to head down to that $1,200 level. And I think it's like what, $1,100? Somebody let me know in the chat. I think it's like $1,100 is actually going to be the liquidation for the Ethereum Foundation. Make mining great again. There you go, T-Fata. It seems like that is the thing now, isn't it? All right, let me turn off the low to high to low fibs here. Let's get everything, and let's just start a fresh, clean chart. I like to do a fresh, clean start on this. Let me go back to Ethereum. There we go. Let's turn everything off here. Get all that out of the way. Nice, fresh, clean charts. Naked charts. Ooh la la. Let's go. Let's put this on the daily. Let's go pull. This is back in November 2021. Okay, cool. Let's go. Look, we're getting back down to our cycle lows damn near here. So let's go and pull a fixed range volume profile for this whole area. We're just going to pull it from everything here. This is going back to our low of 891, okay? We did lose our value area high, so we're looking at least like point of control coming into play here. That's $1,588. Looking at just... I don't invest in Solana meme tokens, bro. I was looking at point of control here on this fixed range volume profile. We did get a bounce here, right here at this level, this volume node. Guys, this is coming in right now at about $1,870. Let's go throw a fib on here and let's look at that retracement could be like. Magnet, yep. Let's go. There we go. Bottom to top. Started at the bottom. Now we here. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that. Golden pocket, golden pocket, golden pocket, guys. This is why I trade fibs. Look at all of the golden pocket bounces. Go into this newest range here. We fought to hold this and get back above, could not do it, fell below it. Now we're getting a rejection there off of the bottom of the golden pocket. If we head down to the platinum pocket, guess what? That's where the point of control is. If we lose that level, look at the 1-to-1. It's going to be your value area low. Guys, Ethereum is in big trouble. Just looking at this simple chart here, Ethereum is in big trouble because typically when we lose the golden pocket, we do at least head down to the platinum pocket, okay? If we head down there and you don't get a bounce in that range, there's a huge gap coming in right here. There's a volume gap right here. We don't get into any strength again on here until we're at about 1300. Yeah, this is not looking good for Ethereum on the higher time frames, guys. It's in big trouble. Danger, Will Robinson, as OC would say, or if you're looking at this from these numbers,
pump those numbers up. Those are rookie numbers in this racket.
Rookie numbers here, Ethereum. So yeah, let's go ahead and throw on the oscillator, see what this is looking like. Actually, we're going to go here and we'll just grab an Ethereum. We'll do the whole Ethereum chart here on my big one. Hashtag big one. There we go. Ethereum. Yeah, rejecting here off of that platinum pocket here. Also, where did I pull these fibs from? These fibs are pulled from back here in the lower cycle. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's go look at the oscillators here and just see how they're looking. On the daily, we do have a little bit of a pump here on the MACD, but money flow just dumping out of here. We can't even get a higher candle here on RSI. It's actually looking like it's about to dump hard again, and it's just staying in this lower sector. So let's go in here and we'll turn off all of the oscillator, all the fibs that are over here. There we go. Fib gone. Perfect. Yeah, let's go put this on a weekly and look at the oscillators there. Oscillators on the weekly. So looking at the oscillator here on the weekly for Ethereum, histogram still pushing down. I do think that we might get a bounce here somewhere where we like come in, maybe bounce up to retest this previous support range, which is now going to be resistance, and then push down, because that would give time for all this to reset. You can see this is greatly like here we had the power bar right here and that uptrend that said, hey, look, True 7, everything was firing off and said, look, we're getting pretty spent here. What happened? We went up from there, and that was a move from about 2,100 to about 4,000, right? So looking at what we're seeing here right now, we are sitting pretty low on the RSI again and stuff on the weekly, getting the power bar firing off again there on the Oscillator Pro, which means that we could get a little bit of a bounce here. Remember, though, we don't have to go all the way back up to here. We just need to like get stuck in a little range here, consolidation period, before all this stuff starts to heat back up again and cleans out all the sell-off indication, right? So really what we need to do, what it could do is not even get anywhere back up into the top ranges again. Just let all of these reset on the oscillator on the weekly. So but yeah, Ethereum not looking good, guys. Not looking good. Let me know. You guys buying here? Let me know in the chat. Me personally would not be buying there at all. So my big one, pause. JR, what's up, bro? How you doing, man? You don't invest in meme coins, you gamble on them. Facts, Lunar Beaches. That is a fact. That is a fact. Yeah, guys, Chart Prime, man. Chart Prime for the win. Guys, check out the link below. Also, we got a campaign going right now on Blofin. If you guys aren't tracking, won't let them in again. Alex, though, we're gonna have to figure it out, man. I don't know, bro. It's there. The link's working. Maybe try a different server. I'm not sure, like why. Am I here? Are we live? Are we live? I believe we are. Guys, let me know in the chat if we're live. I think we are. We should be good now. Cool, we are. All right. Yeah, I tried to do a reset here on the link for Alex O, and it completely cut me off. So sorry about that, guys. But we're back. Let me go get this link for you guys. Show you guys the program here that we've got going on. We're doing a promotion with Blofin, and I can't even find my link here. It's great. It's awesome. There he is, Dylan. Let's jump over here. So yeah, looking at the promotion right now, guys, we got a $300 deposit bonus for Blofin. You guys can check out the link, trade with us, and take this bonus on and just run with it. You don't even have to trade. You just got to deposit your money in your futures deposit, and then bam, boom shakalaka, you get $300. So you guys need to go check that out. Definitely worth an interest. Free money is never a bad thing. Yeah, guys, I think that's about all I have today. Honestly, I want to cut it short. It's Friday. I'm going to go spend time with my family. I got company in town. But, I'm always going to come here to give you guys what I can for info. Not a lot of info today for economic data, so nothing to worry about there. But remember, the weekend is here, and we could easily be heading into a little low volume period for sell-off, right? So, guys, if you're going to do any trading this weekend, set your tight stop losses. Use some risk management. And remember, when low volume, easy to manipulate price, and market makers can move it very quickly because you don't have a lot of liquidity to fight against it. So, guys, appreciate you all. Enjoy your Friday. We're going to be back here on Monday morning. I do believe OC is still going to be live this evening for his evening class with everyone, and I do believe that that is it for the day. So we will be back Monday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until next time, guys, trade safe, and as always, use some risk management. We'll catch you guys. Have a great weekend. Much love to the alumni. Peace.
I don't know what they keep telling me. I don't know what they keep telling me. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. Ain't no school like Piper Academy. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling out the wheels fall low. I know you hungry for knowledge, that's profit appetite. Classes in session, this for the Army Piper acolytes. Trade flag at the soul train ready. What a line from OCI, from a Mexican spaghetti. Yo, crunch crypto with a deep dive to reject dime. And if you like the visual powered by Chart Prime, then you will part of that alumni, that's all spine. But if you have step, fall back to offline. We'll keep that front line covered, even when we're dead and gone. We'll find a way to keep going, cause we gon' keep on rolling out the wheels fall low. Sound off to get rhythm, the ZTS rhythm. Rip it, Alexandra.
Yeah, that's my alumni, you know what I mean.
That was awesome, dude!